Hey everybody, it's Shelly. So I was just going to talk a little bit today about the laws of prosperity. I actually don't have the paper in front of me, but I am myself getting back into making the laws of prosperity a daily practice. And so, oh shoot. My phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna go get my charger. Be right back. Watch out, Chad. Oh, jeez. About took out my printer. I'm gonna do that. And my headphones. Holy crap. I think it's time to clean the office. Okay, charger. Come on. Cooperate. Okay. Got the charger in there. Now let's move some stuff around so my little doohickey here will fit. Okay. I'm back. My charger is plugged in, hopefully. It's charging now. Okay, so laws of prosperity. So one of the big laws of prosperity is being grateful for what you have. And part of that is paying back God, the universe, source, higher self, whatever that is for you. So you do that with tithing. And I know a lot of people think about tithing like with the church and, you know, some people feel like it's a burden, you know, but, you know, you're kind of buying your way into heaven or whatever. With the laws of prosperity, it's way different. And how it started in the church is how it should be. And I think sometimes it turns into something different, as do a lot of things in the church. And a lot of things are really great in the church. So I'm not putting churches down, religion down. There's a lot of great churches. There's a lot of great religions. Hi, Teresa. And so the tithing thing, a lot of people also get it mixed up when you don't have a church to give to, if you don't go to church and you don't have a religion or you don't have like a spiritual leader or whatever. People think, oh, well, I'll just give to my animal shelter or something like that. Which is fine if you're going to donate to charity, but tithing is different than donating. So donating is like giving. It's giving. And there's nothing wrong with that. Giving, sharing, helping others, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But tithing is an act of thanking the universe, your God, your goddess, your source energy, your higher self, whatever it is, for providing you with prosperity. And for us in our society, a lot of people like to pretend that money doesn't matter, but money does matter. We are in a money-driven society. We're in a money-driven world. Money buys us experiences. Money buys us things. We are in a material world. We're in a physical world. So things like computers and phones and cars and houses and all that stuff are important to us. We want to be comfortable. We want to have freedom to get in our car and go where we want to. We want to be able to, you know, do videos on our smartphones and have computers to get onto and comfortable houses to be in. And there's nothing wrong with any of that because we are in a physical world. So when you tithe, hi Kelly. When you tithe, you are giving back and thanking the universe for your prosperity. Hi, Mom. So when I tithe, one of the books that I found out about tithing is called Rich Beyond Your Wildest Dreams. And it sounds like it's just this material book, but it's really, really spiritual, and I appreciated that. There's like a street sweeper going by my house. It's super loud. I don't know if you can hear it or not. So the people that wrote that book, I tithe to them quite often because they're the ones that introduced it to me. And I've tithed to my husband. I've tithed to both my kids for inspiring me on certain weeks. I just sit down every Monday and go, who inspired me the most this week? I've tithed to friends. I've tithed to a friend that's a life coach that's helped me out. And they say that the tithing amount should be about 10% of your gross income. Hi, Karen. Hi, Bethany. And the thing with that is sometimes people are like, I don't have 10% to give. And the interesting thing is the universe will take it anyways. You'll need a brake job, or your, a bill will come up that you didn't know. It's like, if you don't give that 10%, the universe will take it anyways. And I'd rather give it over freely and gratefully and have it turn into more positive prosperity for me than to not do it and have a car breakdown or a medical emergency or a pet break a leg. I mean, that's how it happens. So it's just really interesting. If you want to read that book, it's interesting to see what he talks about. It's Tom Polly, and it's interesting to see what he talks about, how the universe will just take its tithing anyways. God will take the tithing anyways. So, yeah, so I just want to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about forgiving yourself, because that's one of the laws of prosperity, is forgiving others and forgiving yourself. A lot of us get to a point in our lives where we're just like, I should have been farther along by now, financially, successfully. Some people are single and think that they should have a mate by now. Whatever it is, you have to forgive yourself. You are right where you need to be. If you're watching this, you're watching it for a reason. You need to get something out of it. So, forgive yourself. Quit looking back. You're not going that way. I love that saying. So, I'm trying to think of what the other laws of prosperity. One is detachment, where you ask for something and then you let it go and don't get attached to how it's going to happen. Just keep thinking about the end result. If you want that new car, don't worry about how the money's going to come. Don't worry about any of that. You might have a relative that buys a new car and has a car to give to you, and they, out of the blue, they call you and say, hey, do you want my old Honda or whatever? Because I've just got a new car. That happened to a friend of mine. So there's so many ways that things can happen, and, in amazing ways. So, ask and detach from that. If you're chasing after it or, going at it with desperation and frustration, that's a feeling and thought of lack. And when you're in that, you're not going to get what you really want. You might get a new car, but it might be a forced thing because your car broke down and now you have to go get a loan and get even more in debt. And for some people, that's no big deal. They don't mind getting more in debt, and they're looking forward to trading in their car. But just put it out there in a positive way. And the other thing is to go out there and do what you love. My Creating Happy Mondays brand is all about that. Like, go do what you love. If you're going to go to work for 8 or 10 hours a day, or even more, some people spend lots more hours in the day at their work. Go do what you love. Do what you enjoy. And if you're in a place where you can't just walk away, make it what you want it. Make more of what you want it to be. Focus on the positives instead of complaining about the negatives all the time. So I'm just going to close with that. I need to make some phone calls, and not feeling too hot this morning. My belly's not happy with me. And yeah, so I'm just going to chill out today and hang out on the computer, finish listing a few things. I got a Lululemon sweatshirt I need to list. I'm kind of excited about that. I found it at the bins and it's in beautiful condition. It's a hoodie. And I'm going to drink my Slim Fast because I think that's what my body needs right now, is just a nice mellow breakfast. And you have a good day. It's Taco Tuesday. I might get some tacos later, but this girl ain't eating any tacos right now. So have a happy Tuesday. If you can eat a taco, do it because it's Taco Tuesday. Bye.